and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review and a demo on L'Oreal's Infallible Pro-Matte Foundation, and I have it in 101 Classic Ivory. It's their lightest shade. I also picked up L'Oreal's Infallible Pro-Matte Powder, and I have that in 100 Porcelain. That is also their lightest shade. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos of me and my views on products. I went on L'Oreal's website, and I am there right now. And under Pro-Matte Foundation, it comes in 12 shades. Achieve a matte finish that won't fall flat with this airlight, long-wearing formula. Lightweight and creamy. Foundation goes on smooth with a matte finish that lasts up to 24 hours, hiding imperfections for a smooth, clear complexion. And under their Pro-Matte Pressed Powder, it states, comes in 8 shades, absorbs excess oil, and reduces shine on the skin surface for up to 16 hours. The lightweight pressed powder can be used alone to set foundation after application or throughout the day for quick touch-ups. Before I always start my foundation, I prep my skin. And if you would like to know what products I use and how I go about doing that, I will have the link listed below. Today I use L'Oreal's Magic Perfecting Primer, and it comes in a jar like this. And I'm almost done with it. That's how much I like this primer. It actually helps your foundation go on. It makes your pores look smaller. It makes your skin nice and smooth for the foundation application. Today, I'm going to be a little bit out of my comfort zone. I am so used to using a dampened Real Techniques complexion sponge, but I'm going to try something new for you guys. I'm going to use the sponge on my right side of my face, and on my left side of my face, I'm going to be using a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I dampened it a little. I sprayed it with e.l.f.'s Mist and Set. You could put it under your faucet a little bit, but since this is meant for creams, this dries really fast, so you gotta really buff the foundation in. But this is my first time using this brush, so bear with me. To open the foundation, it goes like that. You unscrew it, and I'm gonna take it and put it on the back of my hand. I'm gonna squeeze about that much. I am going to start off by taking my sponge and dipping it in the foundation, and I'm going to work on my right side of my face. And as you can see, I'm going to use the viewfinder for you guys so you can see the performance. And if you see me looking away, it's because I'm also looking in my mirror at the same time. Alright. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try something else. I'm going to squeeze a little bit more, and I'm going to do it with my finger because I think the sponge absorbed it a little bit quick that way. Some foundations I can get away with doing that. I don't think I can with this. And I'm just going to put a few dots around my face like that. Okay, and I'm going to stipple it in my skin. You don't want to go like this and rub it because you'll be rubbing the product off. You basically want to pat it gently into the skin, you know, so it gets up into those pores and it becomes one with the skin. You want to roll it into your hairline. It's a medium to full coverage. And it did start covering my little dark spot here. But let me tell you, I just picked up Neutrogena's microdermabrasion brush. And that really, honestly and truthfully, that is diminishing my dark spots. That's diminishing the little lines I have around here. It really is evening my tone out really good. Now I'm going to put a little bit more here, and I'm going to put some more foundation, but I'm going to be doing it on the other side. This is not my first impression of this foundation. I've used this foundation many times. This is my second bottle, and I love using this foundation. It is a really good foundation, and it is long wearing. Now I'm going to use their brush, the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and it states on their packaging to buff it into the skin. Oh wow, I never used, wow. Wow, I'm preferring this foundation with the brush over the sponge, to be honest with you. Oh my God. Wow. Now I know why everybody says to try this brush out. And I did, and oh my God. I am amazed at the brush. I actually think I'm going to go over this side of my face and use the brush on that side too. I'm going to take a little bit more I got on my wrist, and I'm going to buff it in there. Yep. You guys have switched me. I'm going to stick with this brush. I'm going to be using this brush now on with this foundation. Oh my God, I love it. You got to try it. It's the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And it really, oh my heaven, I am shocked. The coverage I got with this brush. The sponge, it's a great sponge. You know, I love the sponge, but for this foundation, I think I'm going to be using this brush from now on. Wow, and you just buff it in and you go on the neck. You go like this. And I'm going to put a little bit more on my hand, and where I went with the sponge over here, I'm going to be using the brush instead. Now I know why people have been telling me, try this foundation with this brush. You guys, thank you. You changed me. This really works so much better. And it even buffs it into the hairline really good. I just go down my neck and everything. I tried this foundation out a while back when it first came out. And I really fell in love with it the first time I put it on. I wish I would have done the brush back then. It states you can get 24 hours out of it, but I really cannot wear a foundation for 24 hours. I go out, do my chores, go do what I gotta do during the day, and I come home at night and I basically am ready to, you know, get undressed, call it a night, wash my makeup off, take my shower, your normal steps that you do before bed. But I basically wore it, I got 8 to 9 hours out of the foundation. You know, I'm shocked. This is the brush side, where I just did it with the brush. This is the sponge side. But then I went over and I rebuffed it in the areas where I needed to rebuff it in. This is a very buildable coverage. But I'm going to be using this brush. This is a brush. You got to try it. If you've been using the Real Techniques Complexion sponge, this is a great sponge. I have nothing bad about to say the sponge. But you got to try their Expert Face Brush. This brush really, really did buff it in. It covered my imperfections. And honestly, this is what I'm going to be using from now on. I'm going to go put the rest of my makeup on, and I will be right back with my final thoughts on these products. Well, I'm back. Did you miss me? I set the foundation with L'Oreal's Infallible Pro-Matte powder, and it looks like this. And when you open it, it looks like that, and it has a little compartment for a sponge. So I took their sponge and I patted it in there a little bit, sweeped it in there, and I just blotted the areas where I was shiny, and it did mattify it. It's a really good powder. It's just you got to be very light-handed with it. If you're heavy-handed, it can kind of give the effect of cakiness. Then I used the L'Oreal Infallible Spray and Set Setting Spray, and I set my look with that. And this is a great product. This really, I've used this many times. I'm ready to get my second bottle. It's a really good setting spray. Off camera, I also tried Maybelline's Master Concealer. And truthfully, I'm not really a fan. I mean, it might be the foundation, because sometimes foundations and concealers don't really work together. But I've tried this, and I put it on this side, and it kind of was looking a little heavy, and I didn't need heavy coverage today. Maybe that's the problem. But I grabbed my Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 Highlighting and Concealing, and it's in Fair. And this is a great concealer. I'll open it for you real quick, and it comes with a brush like that, and it's just a wonderful concealer. If you clean up your eyeliner, I use it around my lips, to clean up my lipstick sometimes, my brows. This is just a really great concealer. When I was off camera, I always take my tablet, and I always just write a few things down, pros and cons of a product. It's a habit I do. And I've been doing it since I was in college, so it's just a habit. So I wrote for the pros of the Pro Matte Foundation. Dries to a demi-matte finish. Yes, it does. Hides imperfection. Yes, it did. Controls oil. Yes, it does. Easy to apply. Yes, it was. You've seen as I applied it. The only thing is I use the Mirror Complexion sponge on my right side of my face, and I use the Expert Face Brush on the left side of my face. Well, changed woman. With this foundation, I'm going to be using the Expert Face Brush from now on. It just buffed into my skin, and it just looks so much, it looked great. The products on both sides went on wonderful, but from now on, I'm going to be using the Expert Face Brush with this foundation. You got to try it. You'll see what I'm talking about. I put it's lightweight, which yes, it is lightweight. It's good for sensitive, combination, oily, and acne-prone skin, like I stated I have. It's medium to full coverage. Yes, it's a medium, and then you can build it up to a nice full coverage. It covers your imperfections. It's a very wonderful foundation. I really like this foundation. It goes on smoothly, and yes, you did see as I was applicating it, It did. It went on very smooth. It's long wearing. Yes, I've tried this foundation. This is my second bottle of it. And I love this foundation and how it performs. It does keep you matte throughout the day. I only might have to touch up maybe 1 or 2 times during the day, but I've got many hours out of it. The only con of the foundation is it doesn't have an SPF. But truthfully, this foundation is great for flash photography. Pros of the powder. This is what I wrote. Controls shine. Yes, as I blotted it in, yes, it controlled my shine right away. It absorbed my excess oil. Yes, it did. It's a matte finish. Yes, it is. You can see it's mattifying. It's good for sensitive, combination, oily skin, like I have. It's long wearing. Great touch-up powder. Like I stated, yes, it is. The only con of the powder is it doesn't come in enough shades. Truthfully, this is 100 porcelain, and I put it on, and it matched, but you gotta be very light-handed. Now, I wish they made a translucent one. If you've tried this foundation and this powders, I would love to know how the performance was for you. The next video that I'm going to be doing is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and I also got that in Classic Ivory. It's number 201. Classic Ivory, and that's going to be my next review and demo for a foundation. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for stopping by, and everything that I've used off camera and on camera will be listed below. Till next time.